It's football. It's not wild way, man. You know, before it was like, oh, you can't win a playoff game. No, we won a playoff game. We got to the LC Championship 2 years ago, and we just fell short, like 2 games short this year.
Oh, the ball was dropped. He had the 2-point conversion in his hands.
When we come back, I feel like we're gonna have vengeance on our minds.
This year, the Browns have the league's most intriguing quarterback room.
In life and everything, it's just me versus me. You know, I can't control any other decision besides that, so I just try to be my best self.
Aaron Rodgers headed to Pittsburgh.
I'm pretty sure this is it. I played 20 freaking years. What better place to finish than in one of the cornerstone franchises of the NFL in a city that expects you to win?
Shout out to whoever cut that montage. I like it. Got me hyped for football season. Training camp's underway, and we're taking around the league in a summer installment we're calling Divisional Takes. And today we're kicking off with the AFC North. So the AFC North looks to be competitive once again. 2 of the top 5 quarterbacks, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, residing in that division. To stay relevant, the Steelers went out, signed Aaron Rodgers to a 1-year deal. They hope will be the key to finally winning in the postseason, something they haven't done. Ryan Clark, our former Steeler, since when?
That's a long time ago.
2017. My goodness, that is not the Steeler way. Do you think Rodgers will lead Pittsburgh to the playoffs this season?
Yes.
And is that enough?
Yeah,
No.
no, it's not.
It's
like
not.
The standard is different, right? But the standard has lessened. We've gotten to a point where I don't expect or just expect the Pittsburgh Steelers to be competing for AFC championships yearly. And that's a discredit to who they're supposed to be. But when you look at Aaron Rodgers, the way he played down the tail end of the season last year, you saw him be able to protect himself, be able to move, but he can still make every single throw. Yeah. And now you're playing on a team that has Jonnu Smith and Pat Freiermuth at the tight end positions. You're going to play 12 personnel with 2 tight ends on the field, splitting Jonnu Smith out, moving him around, Arthur Smith being run first, with the team that's going to have a top-tier defense. This is a team that's going to be a playoff team. It's going to be a team that you don't want to play. They can be scary. And Mike Tomlin understands how to work with anyone. But Aaron Rodgers only has to play football here. He doesn't have to coach the team. He doesn't have to get the team motivated to play. He doesn't even have to lead and be friendly. You just have to do the job of playing quarterback, which to me is still the thing he can do.
That's a huge weight. You don't have to be friendly, so that's good.
Yeah.
You don't have to be friendly. It's hilarious.
It's difficult for some people.
To be friendly.
Good. Yes.
It's hard. I know.
Well, this take won't be friendly because this take's going to be based on facts, which is this.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
that's insinuate yours wasn't fair.
Yeah, exactly. Since 2022, Aaron Rodgers' QBR is 29th. The only quarterbacks that are worse than Aaron Rodgers, guys, in the last 3 years are Ryan Tannehill, Bryce Young, Mac Jones, and Will Levis, who's now out for this season as well.
29th QBR?
Yes, and Molly, look.
You watched the Giants play? The Jets play?
Yeah.
Have you seen the Jets play?
Yes, I've seen the Jets play. Yeah.
Okay, then.
Yeah. Well, you were just saying they're definitely going to the playoffs, so I was very confused. Carry on.
So, look, I have sat there, and it's intoxicating saying we could get Aaron Rodgers, 4-time MVP, Super Bowl champ, all-time great. And yes, could he catch lightning in the bottle? Absolutely, with a Hall of Fame coach. But it's overwhelmingly against that happening. He hasn't played well in 3 years. And in the history of our sport, 2 quarterbacks at 42 have played a playoff game. One is Tom Brady. He doesn't count. And Drew Brees had 1 game when he was 42. So could it happen, guys? Absolutely. But the overwhelming data and history of our sport says it's over. And the other thing I would say, too, guys, I give him a ton of respect to play. The guy's made $300 million. He could walk off in the sunset as an all-time great. If you're in, and you guys know this as foreign players, you should be all in. You should be driving DK Metcalf home. You should be having dinner with your teammates. You should be.
home.
RC, we haven't even gotten a chance to lock ourselves in a room yet. And I'm just.
We know you love locking somebody in a room.
But my point fundamentally, guys, is if you're in and you're trying to catch Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson, go all in. Move to Pittsburgh and say, hey, we're going to go until glass breaks. We're going to go until next January, and then at that point I'll look up.
Mike T, I mean, that was a phenomenal take. I feel like you might have owned somebody. Could we have a tiebreaker?
I got you.
Own me in what?
I mean,
facts.
He said he opened.
He just came in and sucker punched you with the 29
right.
QBR.
I got your back.
And then you're like, did you see the Jets? And then you totally just stepped on your take.
No, my point is the entire team, though.
Yeah,
my point is moving from Robin Salah
He doesn't have to be
to the
friendly.
interim coach.
I get it. He doesn't have to be friendly.
I got your back right here, RC. What the Steelers have that the Jets didn't have, okay? Jalen Ramsey, Joey Porter, TJ Watt, and even if you look at the Steelers from a year ago. Okay, let me read some names to you, Mike T, and you tell me if you think Aaron Rodgers is better than these names. Are you ready? Trubisky?
Okay.
Pickett?
Yep.
Wilson?
Yep.
Fields?
Yep.
Okay. Rudolph?
Yep.
Hodges?
Yeah.
Okay.
Been to playoff with all them.
All playoff team, all 8, 9 win, never a losing season with Mike T. So the reality is there a delta between Aaron Rodgers being at the quarterback position and what we can guarantee from the Steelers? Say what you want. He's never had a losing season, and he routinely wins 8, 9, 10 games. Aaron Rodgers in the building, because he doesn't have to do as much as he did with the New York Jets, absolutely not only makes them a playoff team, I think they win a playoff game. Because can you get one great game out of Aaron Rodgers for 400 yards? Does he have that ability at 42? For sure he does.
It's always good when you can phone a friend to help you.
Yeah. We're going to go back to facts, though. Hawk, the juxtaposition of that list is the AFC, which is we know the other two teams in North are really good, especially if Trey Hendrickson gets resolved. And then you look at the West guys, like we talked about it earlier, right? Kansas City is Kansas City, but Denver's better. Chargers are better. I just don't see how Pittsburgh at the end of the day, when it all sorts itself out, that they're one of the 7 best teams.
Well, I think, but you look at Pittsburgh, right? If we're going to talk about facts, talk about the games that TJ Watt has closed out. Talk about the games that Alex Highsmith has closed out. Cam Hayward continuing to get better down the tail end of his career. Having somebody opposite Joey Porter like a Darius Slay who understands it. Adding a chess piece like Jalen Ramsey to the defense. Going out, getting DK Metcalf, getting Jonnu Smith, where you're giving Aaron Rodgers big bodies where he could put the football on guys who can make plays for him. And also understanding that Arthur Smith is built on physicality, so you go get Caleb Johnson from Iowa to have that power back. That's a 1-2 to Jalen Warren, who to me was the more explosive of the backs when you look at him and Najee Harris last year. This team will be better this year. This team will finish stronger. And Calvin Austin, who's a guy in the slot, and Hawk knows this, who is an extremely tough cover. I get what the numbers said, right? And before Drew Brees played in the playoff game, guess what? The numbers said something different. Before Aaron Rodgers before Tom Brady played in the playoff games, the numbers said something different. But those two are in a different tier of talent as it pertains to quarterbacks. That tier, Aaron Rodgers is also in now with the head coach who's a surefire Hall of Famer who understands working with people and understands how to get this team to be the best they could possibly be.
I get that, RC, but earlier this morning we talked about Kansas City, right? Work in progress. They're going to get better as the season goes on. When you look at Pittsburgh, they got 4 stars over 30. TJ Watt, Cam Hayward, Jalen Ramsey, and Darius Slay. So, again, where I get concerned is, like, as the season goes on, are they getting better or are they going to wear down?
And I'm going to say this, and we talked about Cam Newton speaking from perspective, right, early on. Best years of my career, I was 31 to 33. It was the best years of my career. It was the opportunities to go to a Pro Bowl. It was the opportunity to play at a high level. It was right when my athletic ability and my understanding of the game met its peak. And that can be the same thing for these players because we're seeing it with Cam Hayward.
Your Honor, I rest my case. He just contradicted. You didn't say when you were 42, did you?
But you weren't talking about them, though. I don't play quarterback, right? I play a position where you got to run and I bang. Yeah. It was different for me, right? From a quarterback position, we're not asking Aaron Rodgers to go be Justin Fields. We're not asking him to go be Lamar Jackson. We're asking him, if we protect you, if you see that man open, can you throw the football to him? And you saw that against Jacksonville last year. You saw that against Miami last year. He can still do that.
Here's the
Các bạn sẽ đã gặp cái tờ giấy này vào nhà ba trong mình. Rồi các bạn sẽ gấp cái phần này vào làm ba như vậy cho mình. Sau đó mình sẽ dọn nó ra. Đó, các bạn sẽ gập vào. Bây giờ mình sẽ gấp đôi cái phần này vào theo chiều hình vuông này, theo chiều dọc. Tiếp theo thì mình sẽ gập một nửa của cái phần này của nó lên đây nhé. Rồi gấp xong thì mình sẽ dở nó xuống. Tiếp theo bây giờ mình sẽ gập chéo hai bên góc này của nó vào. Rồi mình sẽ gập cái phần bên này nhé. Gấp xong thì mình sẽ dở nó ra. Bây giờ mình sẽ gập đôi cái phần này vào. Đó, mình sẽ gấp hai cái góc này vào thành cái như vậy nhé. Bây giờ mình sẽ gập đôi cái phần góc dưới này của nó lên đây này. Rồi các bạn sẽ gập cái phần này ra đây. Mình sẽ gấp nó ra thành cái hình tam giác ở cái phần góc này nhé. Bên này mình cũng sẽ gấp tương tự như vậy.